Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the best damn sports podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports podcast. I am Brie Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
Hello.
What's up? Another week.
Yes,
it's officially October now. You know, I'm feeling the fall weather is here.
I'm definitely feeling fall right now.
I know, right?
I'm not feeling these sleeves. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. But yeah, it's fall.
No, I can finally open my windows, turn this air off.
It's time to watch Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Listen, Disney Plus, here I come.
Okay.
I've been waiting on October 1st to start watching Disney Plus and Halloween Town. And maybe Twitches, because I do like that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably as far as my like Halloween movies go.
See, I don't really do Halloween, so I really don't care. I just like fall.
I don't do this. Yeah. I like fall too, but I do like the movies. So that's probably as far as my scariness goes. Yeah, I'm not going no further.
No haunted houses.
God no.
I actually want to do one. I couldn't pay me. You never been to one? Really? What?
I don't like stuff like that. I don't like
You got to at least, I don't even like scary stuff, but I like going to haunted houses. You should do it for the one time.
My cousins want to go to Fright Fest.
I ain't never been to Fright Fest. I don't know about that.
It's just not for me. Listen, y'all go have fun.
You'll be at home watching your movies.
I'll be at home watching Disney Plus.
Drink some cocoa.
That's what I'll be doing. But aside from it being fall, we have had a lot happen since the last time we was in the studio.
A lot has happened in the sports world. Because, you got basically all the sports happening. You got NFL starting back up. You got baseball, going into the playoffs. You got WNBA going into the playoffs.
You got the NBA finna start.
Right.
You got hockey.
Yes. It's just a lot. This is a great time for sports.
It's a great time of the year. Like, everything's rolling. And we like that.
Right. So let's go ahead and start off with WNBA.
Okay.
So if you don't already know, the WNBA is in the semifinals right now. Yes. So the two teams that are up against each other. Yeah. Well, 4 teams. I'm sorry. Yeah, are up against each other is you got the Aces and or Las Vegas Aces and the Phoenix Mercury.
Shout out to them.
And then what's the other teams?
You have the Connecticut Sun versus the Chicago Sky.
Yes.
And I think each series, all 4 teams have each one a win.
Right.
So both series are tied 1-1. And so today is game 3, I know for sure, versus the Phoenix Mercury and the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
Their game 2 was a monster. Diana Taurasi, y'all know I love her.
The GOAT.
She
had the most points.
She dropped 37 points in 27 minutes on 8 for 11. No, it was 8 for 11 in shooting, and she made 8 3-pointers.
Nice.
Listen, she may be 39. Don't disrespect her like that. She is still the GOAT. She is still Diana Taurasi for a reason. She is letting y'all know I'm here. I want a ring. Her 4th ring at that.
Nice.
And the Phoenix Mercury scored I think a team high, or it was a record breaking 68 points in the first half for a playoff game.
Okay.
That's also a spectacular record as well. Listen, if y'all are missing these games, y'all are missing some great basketball. Do not just wait on the NBA. It's happening now with these women, and they showing y'all we are ballers.
Yeah, so you got the number 5 seed Mercury going against the number 2 seed
Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah, so I mean, you can still be number 2 and lose.
It's possible.
I'm just saying.
It's possible. So, and this series is so great because the Las Vegas Aces, they have Liz Cambage. She's 6'8", 6'9". She's going up against Brittany Griner, who's 6'8", 6'9". That's a good matchup. That's a good matchup. Mm-hmm. That is a good matchup. So this is a really good series to be watching. Yeah. And the other one as well with Connecticut and the Chicago Sky, because this is Candace Parker's first season, like, with Chicago Sky.
Yeah.
So listen, like, they playing good basketball as well.
Yeah, and also shout out to Kelsey Plum, who she won the 6th Woman of the Year award.
Shout out to her.
Shout out. She does play for the Aces. So this is good for her because last year she did tear her Achilles. So, you know, she came back averaging 14.8 points per game, 3.6 assists, 2.5 rebounds, you know, 28 minutes in 26 games. So...
And she's coming off a gold medal as well.
Won the first time 3x3 tournament, yeah.
She's having a good season.
Yes. So shout out to her.
And speaking of giving out awards, shout out to Jonquel Jones, who plays for the Connecticut Suns. She is the WNBA's MVP.
Oh, okay, for regular season?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, shout out to her. Listen, if y'all are not watching the WNBA, I don't know how many times we have to tell y'all, but it's getting old at this point. Just turn it on because it's good basketball.
They're showing on ESPN too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're showing the games. So,
it's good basketball. Like, y'all missing out.
So who you predict will
I don't know,
go into the playoffs?
Because like the Connecticut Sun on the other side are a great team. They are a great team, but I know the Chicago Sky, they seem like they want it. Like, they seem very hungry. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of in between on that one. As far as the Aces and the Mercury,
I'm sure you room for the Mercury.
I'm already biased. Oh. I'm biased because of I'm biased because of DT. However, the Aces have a good team. Like, it's Liz Cambage, like Kelsey Plum, like Asia Wilson. She's a monster. Like, if they can get all of that clicking on, they probably are hard to beat because they did win the first game. I believe they won by 1 point. So like that game was hard fought. Game 2, when the Mercury won, they won by a blowout.
Yeah,
because they have Diana Taurasi, like Skylar Diggins, Brittany Griner, Brianna Turner. They also have a squad. Oof. So it just all depends on, like, for either like semi-conference or like finals game. It just all depends on who wants it more.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
that's what anything. It just all depends on who wants more. It does not matter what you are seated as. Mm-hmm. It just depends on who is gonna like fight harder for it. Yep. So I'm excited.
Dope. Okay. Well, we'll be covering that, in the future episodes. So be on the lookout. Let's switch on over to Ja Morant. Just a little tidbit on him. So he did an interview with Taylor Rooks. Mm-hmm. She pretty much asked him, like, what would it take for him to join the dunk contest? Whether he was joking or not, he said it would take $1 million for him to enter the dunk contest. So his biggest thing about the dunk contest was like the judging. Yeah. Which
I can get that.
Yeah.
The judging sometimes it does not be fair.
No, it don't.
It does not be fair.
I saw someone say like they wish that like the judges were like past dunk contest winners because they know what it takes to win, I guess. Like, would that make sense?
Yeah. Because like the judges like have been like Shaq has been a judge before, which is fine, but I don't think he's ever been in the contest.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
But the judges have like mostly been like retired NBA players. Yeah, or Candace Parker was a judge one year, or there's a celebrity like one year it was Chadwick Boseman. Right. I just don't always feel like I feel like the judges don't always get it right. Yeah. They don't always get it right. And in some cases, like for instance, I'm gonna take y'all back, and I mentioned this before. The 2016 dunk contest with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine was a great contest. That was great. I feel like Zach should have won. That's just my personal opinion. But like Aaron Gordon has been in it like after that, and he still did not win. So I just feel like the judging sometimes they go for like who they want to win and like not who is the better dunker in that particular contest. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like it should either be past winners of the contest or past participants. Okay.
Yeah, we need to switch it up because they pull out the same judges. I'm just like Julius Erving, who else? Dominique Wilson or Wilkins. My bad. Yeah, I'm just like,
Because like I don't feel like a celebrity, like a person who doesn't even play the sport should be.
Oh yeah, don't bring out no celebrities either.
No offense to Chadwick Boseman, he was Black Panther, all of that, but he shouldn't have been a judge. In my opinion, like
I know
that's just my personal opinion about it.
But the 3 players that Ja Morant would like to go against, or would give him a run for his money, would be of course Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. And he said a toss-up between Derrick Jones Jr. and Zion Williamson. So
Zion won't do it. I don't think he will do it. I don't. But Aaron Gordon has already said that he's not going to do the dunk contest again.
Yeah, I won't blame him.
Like he said, I would do another category or like another thing in the skills. Mm-hmm. I just won't do that.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I do not blame him at all. And Zach LaVine has won it. I don't think he would do it again. Yeah. Like you already won.
I'm gonna need LeBron to do it for the one time.
He's not gonna do it.
I know he ain't gonna do it.
But to that, the $1 million, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if he was joking or not, like you said, but sir,
like I just want the money now. Just do it for the love of it. Like do it for the fans.
That's
like
the whole point.
You already got money. Like what you need $1 million for? Like just do it because it's fun.
And and that is the whole point. Like players, they're supposed to do it because it's fun. It's a good, like, it's a fan experience. It's exciting to watch. Yeah. That's why you should do it.
These sophomores. No.
But I do get the whole thing of like it does need better judging. I'm not going to deny that. It does. Yes. It does need better judging.
Oh, and speaking of dunk contest, has been reported that it's going to be in Cleveland next year, February. Yes. Okay.
That's I want to go to an All-Star game.
I know. We're probably gonna be sitting in the back, but it's cool.
It's cool as long as I'm in the atmosphere. As long as I'm in the atmosphere, would be lit. That would be lit.
That we should try to do that.
We should.
Let's try to do that.
Let's try to do that.
Okay.
Because I want to go.
That would be there.
I want to go.
All right, so up next we got more Ben Simmons drama. So I'm just gonna,
okay.
I'm gonna, yeah. So Ben Simmons would rather miss the upcoming season and forfeit $33 million than play for the 76ers. Now the 76ers would
33.
Yeah.
Sir, if you don't pick up that basketball. If you don't pick up that basketball and just go about your business.
Right. Now, the 76ers would like for him to come back. They've expressed that. But Simmons just refuses to play for him until he's traded. This move could either work in his favor or not. So his value definitely dropped during the finals last season. So teams aren't really checking for him like that. Mm-hmm. But, let's see what happens when he does this and he starts, missing his checks and he starts, missing basketball. And if, the league may forget about him, you know what I'm saying? But he's just not that good to be behaving the way he's behaving.
He's not. That's what's bothering me.
Right. And if you're going to sit out, after the season ended up until now, have you been in the gym trying to get better? Like, if you do sit out, is this what you're going to do? Like, are you going to get better and go to the gym? Or you just I don't know. But Joel Embiid did have a lot to say about the situation. During media. So Ben Simmons expressed that he no longer wanted to play with Embiid because he felt their on-court relationship had run its course. Embiid said the 76ers got rid of Jimmy Butler for Ben Simmons, if you remember. So, and the team has always,
buckets.
Yeah, and the team always have been built around Ben Simmons' needs. That may have been a mistake.
It could have been.
No, it was.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think the front office probably had so much potential in him. And so they jumped the gun thinking like, oh my God, like we finna build a team around him. Like he's gonna be this and that. And it's just not playing out how they
he's not showing leader as opposed to Jimmy Butler if he would have stayed. Like
you're absolutely right. He is not that great of a player to be behaving in the manner
that he is,
of which he is behaving. It is. I keep watching all these updates like, this is all for Ben Simmons?
Man.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's...
So. But yeah, Joel Embiid, like, he... So basically, he's pretty much surprised that this is going on. Like, he felt, like I mentioned, like he felt that, you know, get rid of Jimmy Butler was a mistake. Mm-hmm. And he, of course, hopes that Simmons changes his mind, you know. But his main priority, Joel Embiid, his main priority is basically just figuring out the guys that they have now on his team. That's his main focus, is to just work with what they got
and to bring their unit together,
basically. So if you come back, great. If you don't, great.
Because I feel like at this point we're so close to preseason starting and then the season starting. This is drama that you really don't need before a start of a season. It puts your head in a bad space. Mm-hmm. It kind of takes you off focus as to what the goal is, because I mean the goal ultimately is to make the playoffs and win a championship. So this is not a good start to whatever the season is going to be for them. This is not what it's not it.
Yeah, but they'll be all right. You know, they'll be good.
I mean, but again, Ben Simmons, really? Okay. I guess, you know.
All right, so you know we got to talk about our home team, right? So
shout out to the Cardinals.
Cardinal Nation. So
listen, here's a little stat for you.
Yes.
On August 8th, 2021, the Cardinals had a 1.3% chance of making the playoffs. August the 8th, they had a 1.3% chance of making the playoffs. September 25th, 2021, the Cardinals made the playoffs because they went on a 17-game win streak
between September 11th through the 28th.
And the 17 wins, it is the longest streak in the last 60 years. Shout out to my team, because listen,
we did that.
Don't count us out.
We did that.
Like every day I was waiting for updates, like, all right, we won? Cool. Next game. Because this was...
they needed to win. Like my friend was saying, like they literally needed to win. Like I forgot when it was. I think it was around like, I can't remember what it was, but he was like at a certain point, they literally had to win every single game. Yeah. Like to even make the playoffs.
Yeah. And it's because, and the reason like people in St. Louis are so excited is because the Cardinals started off they were losing like so many games. Yeah. And so it was looking like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to make it. But for them to like, I don't know what flipped, but for them to come out at every game, whether it was a home game or away game, and pull off a win, even if they were losing during the game, and then just like came back and won, it gives us hope that we might
looking like 2011 team.
It's looking like 2011 team again. Like, what's up? So shout out to the Cardinals, man. We going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I want to go to a game. I do, but we already know tickets is bananas. Tickets is beyond bananas, probably beyond bananas. But shout out to the St. Louis Cardinals, man. We need.
And also shout out to Wayne Wright. He signed another 1 year deal. So yeah,
shout out to Adam Wayne.
Nice.
Wright. I'm excited for the playoffs.
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
Even if they do lose, it was great. We would like for them to win, but you know,
I'm optimistic.
Yes, but I mean, I'm still proud of them. You know, that's my team, and I'm gonna stick beside them. So
today is the Cardinals finals. It's their final home game it's the final game of the season, but it is a home game.
Okay.
And they are playing the Baby Birds.
Mm-hmm. We lost
last night, 5-6. Yeah. But you know, we can't.
We'll let them have it,
right?
Since we beat them,
and they ain't going to the playoffs no way. They ain't going to the playoffs no way.
Our records are basically flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're like 90-71, and they're like 70-90. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. So if y'all haven't heard, they finally announced the Super Bowl halftime lineup.
Bananas.
Bananas. Like,
bananas.
Dude. So first of all, you got Dr. Dre, right? Okay. And then you got Snoop Doggy Dogg.
If they do Rolling Down...
Dude, and then you got Eminem.
Come on, Slim Shady. Come on.
And then you got Mary J. Blige. What?
Who picked this lineup? Because I am impressed. Who picked this lineup?
And then you also got Kendrick Lamar come out of retirement. No, I'm just playing. Coming out of the woodworks, you got Kendrick.
Come on, K-Dot.
Dude.
Who picked this lineup?
We've been waiting for you, Kendrick.
Who picked the lineup?
What are you going to perform? No, I'm just playing. No, you're going to perform this.
Who picked the lineup?
I don't know, but listen. You know with all these special guests, right? They gotta, or these the lineup, they gotta bring out some special guests, right?
Facts.
Like you gotta bring out Ice Cube for the one time. You gotta bring out,
if Dr. Dre bring out Ice Cube and like the other people of NWA, like who are, like yeah. I think they're all still alive except for Eazy-E.
Which Eazy-E's daughter does want a shout out for Eazy at the Super Bowl.
Which daughter? Like he got a lot of kids.
I know.
What? Wait, which daughter? I'm so confused. Why does she want? Evie wants a shout out.
Yes, Evie. Yes.
Okay. Why?
She.
She's the annoying one.
Yeah.
She's the annoying daughter. Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense that she wants a shout out.
Yeah, she would like her dad to get a shout out. Yeah. So.
I mean, I feel like a shout out can happen if he brings out the other members of the group.
I mean, or if not, well, yeah. I guess,
right. Yeah. Because like Dr. Dre had a career aside from NWA.
Yeah.
So like if he doesn't bring them out, he doesn't have to do that. Like he does.
I mean, it would be nice. So
it would be nice, but it's not a mandatory thing. Yeah. If he brings out the other members, cool. I'm all for it.
Well, Rock Nation, is.
Oh, Jay-Z does.
I
feel like he picked it.
I'm just saying.
This is all Beyonce's husband. Okay. I forgot. I thought about that. I'm thinking like Jay-Z worked.
Yes, okay. NFL, Pepsi, and Rock Nation. So,
this makes sense. But I am really here for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
And Mary J. Blige performing again at the Super Bowl in an ensemble. Last time she performed with like Aerosmith and sang Britney,
I do love
Nelly.
Mary. I love
Mary. She can perform again.
If she sing I'm Going Down.
No, you can't do that at no Super Bowl. We don't need that.
But I just want to hear it.
No, you cannot do
or
that.
Real Love. I like that.
Okay. I can do that.
I do like Real Love. This is going to be a good show.
Yes. So they're going to perform February 13th at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Oh, this is finna be good.
Inglewood. This is finna be bananas.
All Cali natives. You got Dre, Snoop, and Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
This is finna be bananas.
Oh.
It's in Inglewood too. They finna bring out everybody.
It's finna be lit.
They finna bring out everybody. This is
a certain group probably ain't gonna like that, but
I caught it. This is finna be bananas.
Yeah, man. So
I'm excited for this.
I sure was like, what? So I was thinking like Mary J. Blige. Like, did she have any like songs with any of the rest of the acts? But Dr. Dre did produce her song "Family Affair."
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
I mean, I guess
because Eminem, worked with Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre worked with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, so I was like, what's the correlation with Mary J? You know what I'm saying?
And Kendrick was a really big fan of NWA. I watched the interview about that.
Mm-hmm.
So that all makes sense. Like the Snoop Dogg, Dre, Kendrick, and Eminem thing makes sense.
Right. So I was trying to figure out the Mary J correlation, but he did produce her song.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
Mary J. Blige.
It's saying, I know. She she'll be out there with her little boots,
and do her Mary bop.
Okay.
Do her Mary bop. I'm here for this.
That's what's up. So, the big thing going on now. So as far as the NBA, the season is starting October 19th, and they got their vaccine protocols, right?
I didn't know about that.
What?
I heard about that.
Yes. So I'll just get into it. So training camp started back like last week, and during media day, like you would think during media day they would be talking about like, oh, winning the championship, or the trades that has been going on, and how the team is going to work out, with all these trades. I think they would be talking about that, right, during media day, right?
You would think.
But no, the main focus was
COVID,
the vaccination, vaccines,
which is which is draining,
and whether players will be vaccinated for the upcoming season. There are a couple of players that we know of that, like Kyrie Irving and Bradley Beal and Andrew Wiggins, that are all like anti-vaxxers. So we don't know if they'll be getting the vaccine. But as far as the protocols go, the NBA doesn't require players to get the vaccination, to be vaccinated, but they have incentives for them to. Well, okay, so those who are fully vaccinated will avoid the regular testing. And they can sit together in the locker room at team meals and during travel. They also don't have to quarantine if a close contact tests positive for the coronavirus, unless the fully vaccinated players begin showing COVID-19 symptoms. Okay. The players who choose not to get the vaccine are subject to testing on all days involving practice or travel, and could be tested multiple times on game days. Unvaccinated players are expected to maintain social distance and must enter quarantine if they are deemed a close contact of someone who tests positive for the coronavirus. So even if unvaccinated players don't get sick from COVID, just being subject to contact tracing quarantines could be detrimental, as they could be sidelined for a week, missing several games. Now, coaches, referees, and support staff who work closely with the players are required to get fully vaccinated too.
Okay.
So any player, they also reported last Wednesday that any player who elects not to comply with local vaccination mandates will not be paid games. Well, they won't be paid for the games that they miss.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, especially in New York.
In New York and California.
So I feel like if you if your team is in New York,
it's really going to affect the Nets, the Warriors, and the Knicks. So that's who is really affected.
And the Lakers, because that's in California too.
Well, yeah. But
so is it California or is it just the Bay Area?
Honestly, I think it's just. I don't think LA, because LA or the Lakers weren't mentioned as part of like the main teams.
So it's just whatever city like the Warriors is in.
Yeah,
It's San Francisco then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah. Yep.
But I think it's the full state of New York though, right? Because
I think so. Yeah.
Because like it's the Brooklyn Nets, and then it's like the
New York Knicks, right?
Okay. Then, so like if you play for those teams and you are not vaccinated, those game days like you will not get paid. If your team travels to them and you're not vaccinated, you will not get paid for playing that day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta factor that in. So New York City requires people over 12 years old to show proof at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine. So like if y'all are in like, well, if anybody wants to go to like a New York Knicks or a Brooklyn Nets game, basically anybody 12 years or older, you gotta have at least one dose of the COVID vaccine to attend indoor entertainment events, including sports games. In San Francisco, if you want to go to a Warriors game, people over 12 are required to be fully vaccinated to attend indoor events. So I'm just letting y'all know if y'all want to go to these games, this is what's gonna happen.
That's crazy because like I know the players like Kyrie, he plays for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
So when he plays the home game, he's not going to get paid.
No. That's
crazy. Andrew Wiggins, he plays for the Warriors.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get a religious exemption.
I was just going to say, so yeah, he was, but the
NBA denied it.
They denied it, yeah.
He was trying to get a religious exemption.
So the 90% of the NBA, well, the NBA said is 90% of his players are vaccinated.
Yeah.
But
because I saw LeBron James was like, I did it for me and my family, but because like that was what's best like for me and my household. Mm-hmm. However, I'm not going to force like other players to get it.
Which I agree with him.
Can't make anybody else get it. Which is true. I stand on it.
I agree with him.
And so you do what's best for you and your household and you and your family.
So yes, talking about Andrew Wiggins, so yeah, like you said, he did apply for a religious exemption, which was denied by the NBA, which is going to force him to miss all the Warrior home games this year, which is crazy because back in March of this year, he expressed that he doesn't see himself getting the vaccine anytime soon unless it's forced to. So now that it's kind of forced, now you're doing it for religious reasons. So what's up?
That's crazy.
I mean, I get it. I get you. But I mean, you did say that back in March that you would.
It's messing with your pay at this point.
Yeah. So that kind of bit him in the butt. So
because like I kind of feel like if he made that comment in March, you had to have known that by the time the season was starting and we're still living in the world of COVID, they were going to put restrictions and guidelines in place for players as well. Like you guys are not above the vaccine.
But I wonder why they denied it, because they said that if the Knicks, Nets, and Warriors players, they're required to be vaccinated unless it's for medical or religious reasons. So, but why deny it?
His reasons probably like didn't meet the guidelines for religious reasons. That's probably what it is. They probably did not meet this. It probably didn't meet like religious guideline standards. I'm just speculating, but that's probably why they denied it.
Now, Bradley Beal, he was held out of the Tokyo Olympics because of the positive corona test.
Right.
He told reporters that he declined the COVID-19 vaccine for personal reasons. So no telling if
he gonna be playing.
Right. And the Wizards need him. So
I wonder what his personal reasons were.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to eventually rethink that, because I know he has a kid. Kids are getting it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Yeah. I will be glad when we get out of when we are no longer living in this particular world of COVID.
So now they're saying if you were to go to Barclays Center and see the Nets or whatever, so the fans, I'm just putting this out there for y'all. Like I said, if any of y'all want to go to a Nets or a Knicks game, the fans, they gotta follow the local public health guidelines when you attend these games in regards to the vaccination and the mask mandate. So at the Barclays Center, everyone 12 and up is required to show proof of at least one dose, like I said, but those sitting within 15 feet of the court must be fully vaccinated.
Oh, like floor seats.
Yeah. And then those who are fully vaccinated don't have to wear masks indoors. So there you have it. Now at the Staples Center, fans are required to show proof of full vaccination or a negative COVID test within 72 hours of the game. Masks are required for everyone 2 or older. So just let y'all know.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So the 21-22 season is scheduled, like I said, to begin October 19th.
I'm excited.
With a doubleheader, which features the Nets playing the reigning champs, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
Yes. They're going to play.
The other game?
And the Warriors will be traveling to the Staples Center to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Speaking of the Lakers,
yes,
we all know that
it'll be the first time in 2 years that they'll return to an 82 game season too. So
I'm excited about
a full season.
I
know 70 some game.
Speaking of the Lakers, we know the Lakers are getting it's low key geriatric. We know that it's some new players coming back, returning players. Like you have Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, Melo, Russ, and Westbrook. Yeah. But Westbrook is from Cali.
Yeah, so, he is. He's excited.
So for him, this is like a coming home season for him.
He's excited.
So he made a comment the other day, doing the media day, and he was saying that in the practice facility, when you look up and see the jerseys, like 8 and 24, which was Kobe jerseys, he was just saying it lets you know that he's looking down, watching you, and you want to play harder for him and for this team. So he's excited to be putting on that jersey to play for the Lakers and to be playing in honor of Kobe Bryant. So I think Westbrook is overly excited about.
Okay, we'll see.
Listen, I want him to get a ring.
Yeah,
but he's looking geriatric. So
I don't know. I mean, you got a squad, so
you do have a squad.
But I mean, with that, that ain't Can't guarantee.
You cannot guarantee. It's not a guarantee.
But it should be exciting. Like we say this every year about the NBA season. Like we excited. I'm excited about this season. Because like I said, it's a full season.
Yeah.
In a while. So, yeah.
October 19th. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, I know I will.
Oh, definitely.
Listen, I get my couch that day. Listen. It's over. I'm gonna be chilling, watching these games, okay?
I'm really excited. Now y'all know I don't watch a lot of football. Now y'all know that it's not my thing like that. I just have a couple of questions. So I feel like players are running to the Buccaneers because they want to play.
They want to play with Tom Brady.
They want to play with Tom Brady. Now Tom Brady is the GOAT, okay?
Whether you like it or not.
And Richard Sherman is the next on the list to join that team.
Yeah, he did.
And he was like, when Tom Brady calls, you go. I'm not sure if Tom Brady called him or not.
That's what he said, though, didn't
he? They all want to go and play with Tom Brady. He said Tom Brady reached out, ... and anytime he makes that call, it's very hard to pass up like the opportunity.
I mean, you might as well.
It's Tom Brady.
You might as well. You ain't doing nothing. You might as well.
So it's Tom Brady. So like everybody is traveling down to play with them Buccaneers, okay?
Going to Tampa.
They going to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting too. Because like it's so many like heavy hitters, like, oh y'all all gonna get the same amount of time. Like, okay. I guess I'm excited about football too, but y'all know.
Yeah, you know, I got my. I don't know if I told you, but I'm in a fantasy league.
You did?
Yes, first time, and
how's that going?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm like 2-1 right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited. Okay. You know, got my squad, so I'm good. So I'm excited about the season because I'm trying to win.
Because you're in a fantasy league, that's right. I'm not, because I have no idea what's happening.
It's actually pretty easy, but you know.
That's exciting. Good episode.
Yes. We'll have a lot more for y'all in the coming weeks.
Because it's a lot happening. All the sports are clicking right now.
Yes.
The Blues just started. I mean, they haven't been doing. It's new. I think we're still in preseason too.
Okay.
But I'm excited about hockey as well. Like I know that's my sport. I'm looking to go all the way. So yeah, I'm excited about all these games that's happening. Like all the seasons, like that are getting ready to start
and end.
Yeah. I'm excited. This is a good time. This is a good time for sports. Mm-hmm. This is a great time for sports. So I'm excited. Great episode.
Yes.
If you do not, make sure you are following us on our social media. The Instagram, it is WDWKAS Podcast.
And our Twitter is What Do Women Know 1, and that's KNO, the number 1.
Make sure you are checking out our website. It is WDWKAS.com. And also, if you are not, make sure that you are subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment on the YouTube. The YouTube, it is also WDWKAS Podcast. As always, I'm Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We shall see y'all next week. Peace. You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.